Everyone. So today is just 22nd of March, which is Saturday, and the market closed yesterday with a lot of sharp dip. But I want to share something that has, in fact, I've actually listed this particular stock to my investors, my students, my mentees, and even my communities to continue to understudy these two stocks. And I'm focusing more on the memory industry. The memory industry is very important that you take this into consideration. But before I go deep into the analysis, why I think that these stocks are worth buying right now, I'm going to give my own analysis and my verdict on how to buy them. Before we go there, I need you to help this particular video to get at least 50 likes. Just drop your like on this video, help to share. You can make a comment, and if today is just the first time you're coming across my videos on YouTube, do well to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It always helps us to grow this community. So away from that, now I mentioned two particular major stocks in the memory industry. One of them is SanDisk. Yes, a lot of my investors have actually fallen in love with this SanDisk, probably because of the movement. If I go back to 1 year ago, you can see with the performance, SanDisk has done 1,162% over 1 year. This around, in fact, even less than 1 year, March, it was trading around $30 March last year. This is April. If you go back to March 24th, $50, and so it continued to move. But from September last year, it has continued to grow back and forth down to where it is right now. But there is something that is very striking when it comes to analysis of the stock growth. There is difference between the stock price and the fundamentals of the company, especially the revenue. When you look at the cash flow, I don't buy a stock if I don't look at the cash flow, because sometimes most of these stocks, you see them running hectare-scatter based on the stock price, yet the cash flow is not healthy. And that is why I am picking this stock over SanDisk. Yes, because SanDisk right now is already far beyond where you can just step. It's already hitting its 52-week high, meaning it's near resistance. Of course, it's projected to hit 1,000 plus. So for those who want to buy SanDisk, you should be able to buy a large chunk of it, especially with the consideration of the stock price around $700. You see, but this is Micron Technologies. Micron on the 19th of March listed its earnings report, and do you know what? Immediately after the earnings report, the stock price actually dropped. You can see after the earnings, this was 19th. After the earnings report, the stock price started declined even down to $416. $416 for a stock that has hit $469. It dropped. Why is this so? This is just one of the characters that investors always exhibit because of the fear, the fear in the Middle East and some other, challenges that actually comes with it. So you can also go ahead to read on the earnings report of earnings report of Micron. You can always see earnings report on Micron on investors.micron.technology.micron.com. Yes, if you go there, you will see what this second quarter of 2026 is actually saying. A lot of overview, and the management of Micron has actually positioned this company to take a large or have a large control of the memory industry. And I love it so much because it has significant position to move far beyond the level at which we technical analysts are already expecting. Why is that so? Because of this data center demand. You know, you can't build data centers or AI data centers without the storage space. And so I'm going to be using Trading 212 to do this analysis so that you can understand a bit deeper of how Micron the financials. Yes, so I'm going to come here right now. You can even read it from here, the AI analysis, giving some overview that Micron Technology stock experienced a sharp pullback after earning early week gains, with technical indicators implying ongoing short-term weakness and nearing oversold levels. When you hear a stock nearing oversold levels, once a stock or once a company announces its earning report, it has become a norm in the investors space that most investors will always want to sell, because they believe that after which this stock is going to drop below the level it was, and so they can buy back. So it was already nearing oversold levels. And once you hear oversold level, it creates another momentum, another opportunity to stabilize and then begin to hit back on bullish. So now I'm going to check the financials, because I love the financials. I don't actually buy any stock without looking at the financials. It's very important that you look at that. And so you can see the comparison from 4 years comparison, 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025. Now, 2025 is in view because it shows what the investment was in the last year, which of course is going to affect the activities, the business structure, the revenues, the expectation of the 2026. So if you look at this chart, you will understand that I'm trying to check something. There's something I want to check. I want to check the cash flow. Yes, the cash flow. You can check the balance sheet. Yes, the balance sheet will show you one or two. You can see the balance sheet, total liabilities and total assets. But I focus more on the cash flow because I love checking the free cash flow, But before I go to the free cash flow, look at this operating cash flow, the investing cash flow, and the financing cash flow. And in 2025, you can see that the operating cash flow was already on the positive angle, while the investing cash flow is negative. Why is it so? It's negative, indicating that there is aggressive investment of the company, because they are investing in order to take a large chunk of the industry, especially with the demand for memory space. And Micron Technologies currently is already building building on their high bandwidth memory. On that particular one alone is enough to show you the angle is going. And then when you look at this free cash flow, it's showing $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion. And then the capital expenditure is there, but I'm not even concerned about the capital expenditure. I'm not concerned about that, but I'm concerned about the investment, the investing cash flow showing negative. So Micron Technologies have invested, in fact, a huge amount of billions of dollars in order to control the market. They are going to be supplying this memory space to both the cloud and that of the normal storage space. And so for you who is an investor, you buy this particular stock and then you wait for the greater opportunity. Let me check also with AI, because I use AI to also help to give some level of overview of what we are talking about. And then I also showed this. To AI. You can see the operating cash flow, like what I said, operating cash flow showing very strong, very, very strong. How? Because if you look at the picture, you can see that in 2025, Micron Technologies invested 17.5 billion. The net income was 8 billion. Depreciation was 8 billion. And what does that mean? That the business is generating massive real cash based on their investment, and cash flow is much higher than reported profit and all that. But I'm checking that of the investing cash flow, which shows negative but yet very good. Why is it so? Because Micron is spending aggressively on net fabs, building on on AI, the capacity expansion, a lot of it. And currently, for those who do not know, Micron Technology is already building more of their memory factories, to produce more, because after this Middle East uproar, there's going to be a higher demand for memory space, especially for those who are already building on data centers. Facebook is there. You see Amazon, you see Google, you see Microsoft. Nvidia is a giant. Even though Nvidia is the giant of AI, it also needs memory space. And Micron Technology has been supplying this kind of services to Taiwan Semiconductor Company. Taiwan Semiconductor Company is one of those companies that produces chips for Nvidia and even to AMD. And so the market is so large. So my final verdict is for you to go ahead and add this particular stock to your radar. In case you want to buy it, do this. If you have up to 5 million naira, 10 million naira, 15 million naira, 2 million naira, these are the kind of stock you should buy. Don't just go there and buy fraction. This is not going to be a bit significant. So if you have large amount of money and you are expecting to grow wealth by investing in the financial market, these are the kind of stock that you buy with the view of long-term goal. And I tell you, Micron Technology has been positioned to even take higher than what is expected. Once again, I want to thank you for watching this video. There's a lot that is actually being put together in the coming week, because we're about to enter April, where a lot of stocks are going to be pulling up. It's going to be a huge large of upside. So for those who are still yet to buy, now is your best time to step into the market and buy them. Don't forget to share this video, like this video, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll always give you all the best.